Hello everyone, this is T here, and today we are going to be predicting RWBY Volume 6, Chapter 12. So, if you haven't seen, Chapter 11, make sure you go do so, because this is going to contain massive spoilers for the last episode that came out. So, please go watch that first before you watch this, because you will be majorly spoiled. Okay, so, first let's talk about the easier stuff, like the mech fight and how that's going to conclude in this week's episode. We're gonna leave off right where we left off with Maria trying to get away from the mech ship so that because she's being attacked right now after trying to save RWBY. They get RWBY back up and whatnot, and they do this whole action sequence again. Maybe we might get the second half of the song, or at least like a little bit more version of it from last week's chapter. We might get a new song entirely, which would be kind of nice. Then they keep going on with this fight. And then eventually, Caroline Cordova does get defeated. Okay, she does. I think at this moment in time, she will die at this point. Her mech ship gets exploded and everything else, and then she dies. But then we're going to see from the civilians a lot of, shock value. Like, holy shit, Caroline Cordova is dead and whatnot. And remember, we have the relic. Okay, we have the relic that can attract Grimm and what that attracts Grimm, and a lot of emotion is going on, like bad human emotion, like despair, shock, and whatnot that attracts negativity and stuff like that, and Grimm starts showing up. And it is at this moment in perfect timing that the guard from I think chapter 10 shows up. And it's like, we wonder who this guard is and whatnot. We don't know anything right now. She's still thinking she's still being a little bit suspicious, but she's acting like she can help and stuff like that. But then it turns out to be Neo. Okay, because a lot of people have been, and myself, have been predicting that guard in chapter 10 is in fact Neo. It's kind of weird that she gets a lot of a little bit more screen time than the rest, and that smirk is no, she knows that we are here, and I think it would be a good moment in time for Neo to show up, and then here comes Cinder as well. Everyone is here, and they're all ready for a fight, even though they're all exhausted, because we know Jean and Noah's aura is gone, and everything else has just been done to try to get some rest, but of course, they have to show up at the worst time possible, and then of course, Grimm starts showing up as well, and then it is like, oh shit, now the Grimm are attacking August and stuff like that, and now shit is really getting serious at this point in time. So of course we get the Cinder monologue and stuff like that, and then at the next moment we get a little bit of a fight sequence going on between Cinder and RWBY. We get all of that stuff going on that we have been waiting for years now, and it's finally seeing it, and it's going to be a great fight. It's going to go on for a long time, and then at this moment in time, once the fight is over and everyone's exhausted, and everyone's just, it ends in a stalemate. But then, at this next moment, Neo comes in the back and just stabs Cinder in the back, because that's what we all thought she might do, is just stab her in the back. And everyone was for a moment what the fuck and shit, and then Neo, after stabbing Cinder, I don't think Cinder's gonna die. It's kind of hard to predict if she will or not, but then Neo sees RWBY, and then at this moment in time, she tries to go for the kill and stuff like that. But at this point, she actually goes for the eye. We get one eye cut off. Okay, one eye gets left off and gets damaged, and everyone's in total shock and denial of what's going on. And then I think Neo just might leave, or something, like she's done her job, or at least gets some revenge, a little bit of revenge, but it's some. But then Grimm start attacking, and where they are, Neo backs away, tries to get out of the way so they can fight, because everyone's so broken up and damaged and shit like that is going down. And then we cut away to, because that's probably going to set up the finale and stuff like that. So we're going to cut away and finally get to Blake and Ye versus Anna. We get a cool action sequences. I think we might get a new start, or they might actually just play Bumblebee throughout the entire fight, which would be pretty cool as well. We might get that during this moment of sequence of events. And then this whole thing just goes down. We get this great fight sequence. shit like that. While stuff is still going down with Grim and August, because Blake and Yang doesn't know about that yet, and we'll be losing her eye and stuff like that. She loses one eye, okay, not both. She loses one. And then we keep getting this whole fight down. We get some nice little monologue between Blake and Yang and Adam and stuff like that. That's been going down. And then at this next moment in time, the fight stops. Because we know in the mocap, they stop and they talk a little bit and stuff like that. Everyone's a little bit exhausted. And then at this next moment in time, Adam keeps going for the kills again while they're exhausted, using that to his advantage. And then he might actually kill one of them. You know, since Blake is kind of a little bit disarmed without her weapon a little bit, it's kind of hard for her to fight. What if he just kills... I think it would make much more sense if he killed Blake in this moment in time, or he might finish what he started and kill Yang. Like, we get 1v1, and then, like, Blake's out of commission. Yang is just like, Blake, stay there. You can't fight right now. It's kind of hard for you to come without your weapon. So they do a 1v1 sequence of events, and it's kind of like Qui-Gon versus Darth Maul. It doesn't really end well for Yang, and she dies. Like, imagine now, like, she just straight up just gets killed off in this fight and breaks in total rage mode and goes for and her semblance gets a little bit of evolution, you know, and it goes way off. It goes off the record. Like, Adam doesn't know who's Blake and whatnot, and then Blake just freaking kills Adam in the back out of pure rage, you know, because she just saw her friend die and whatnot. And then we go to Blake and Yang. They have, like, Yang's at their final deathing moments, death wishes, and stuff like that. They have kind of like how Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon are doing it. But then maybe we might get a confession of their love towards each other. Maybe we might get that. And then Yang will just, like, and then dies. Maybe that might happen in this. They might get a little bit of a confession and stuff like that in here. And yeah, I think that's, and then it will end right there after that breath, that final breath. I do think something bad will happen to one of them. Okay, I do think that because we do know from Aaron, Zach, the voice of Blake, saying, like, remembering, like, what's going to happen in Volume 6, like, at the end. He's like, oh, this would mess you up. Like, at this point, we should expect the worst. At this point. But, yeah, what you all think is going to happen in Chapter 12? Leave me your thoughts in the comment section box below. And obviously leave a like, comment, and subscribe for future videos like these. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!